531 is a very popular strength program written by Jim Wendler. It's a 4-week program designed to be repeated many times in a row and to produce very slow, consistent strength gains. I think personally this is the best intermediate program I've used. It's produced the best gains in strength and muscle size, and many other people say the same thing. This is one of the most effective and simple programs out there that basically anyone can just pick up and use. So before you start the program, you need to test your 1 rep max bench, overhead press, squat and deadlift. So these are the main lifts in 531. And ideally you test your maxes on separate days so that you're fresh and you can hit your true 1 rep max, because all of the percentages that we use in this program are going to be based on this 1 rep max. Once you've established your 1 rep max, you figure out your training max, which is going to be 85% or 90% of your true 1 rep max. So if you got 100 kilograms on bench press for your 1 rep max, then your training max, if it's 85%, that will be 85 kilos. And all of the percentages you use are going to be based on this training max. I definitely recommend starting with an 85% training max if this is your first time running 531. So let's have a look at how you progress from week to week on 531. So in every workout, you do 3 sets. Sets 1 and 2 are basically warm-ups, and you're building up to the top set, which is an AMRAP set, which means you do as many reps as you can in this final set. In week 1, the final set is going to be at 85% of your 1 rep max. In week 2, it'll be 90%, and in week 3, it'll be 95%. In week 1, you do 5 reps in each set and as many reps as you can in the last set. In week 2, you do 3 reps in each set, again an AMRAP set for the last one. And in week 3, you do 5 reps for the first set, 3 reps for the second set, and at least 1 rep for the final set with 95% of your 1 rep max. And then week 4 is a deload week where you drop the weight down to quite low percentages to allow your body to recover and to prime you for progress in the next cycle. So sets 1 and 2 are basically just warm-ups, and your main work is going to be in this final top set where you're doing as many reps as possible. And this final set is where most of the progress is going to be made. The goal is to hit a rep PR every time. So say your final set during week 1 is like 200 pounds. You want to try and hit the most reps you've ever done with 200 pounds. So this is a very simple periodized program where you're increasing the intensity and decreasing the volume across these 3 weeks of the program. And you just run this cycle again and again, back to back. So after each 4-week cycle has been completed, you increase your training max by 5 pounds or 2.5 kilos for the upper body lifts, that's the press and the bench press, and you increase it by 10 pounds or 5 kilos for the lower body lifts, the squat and deadlift. This is intentionally very slow progress because 531 is designed to be run for months or years back to back, slowly adding weight to your training maxes and getting you consistently stronger. It's not a peaking program designed to get you pushing up against your max numbers in a number of weeks or months. This is an anti-plateau program that is designed to get you very strong, very gradually over a long period of time. People plateau because they try and progress too quickly when they haven't established a rock-solid foundation of strength. And that's exactly what 531 does. You're moving the weights up very slowly, so you've really mastered the current weights you're using before putting them up any higher. So 531 is intentionally slow. It's built to prevent plateaus, which are caused by progressing too quickly, and you need a lot of patience to run this program. If you want something that's going to get you in peak condition quickly, then you want something like Smolov, not 531. This is the opposite of a peaking program. You're going to get very strong, and you're not going to lose that strength quickly like you would after a peaking program. So this is the core of the 531 program. The 4 main lifts and doing your sets of 5, 3 or 1 reps. So you might notice this is quite low volume. You're only doing 1 top set with a actually challenging amount of weight. So this is where the accessory programs come in. This is where you're going to get all of your extra volume, do your hypertrophy work and add in stuff like conditioning. So I'll cover a couple of the 531 programs now. Probably the most popular one is called Boring But Big, and this involves doing 5 sets of 10 of the main compound lift after your 3 main 531 working sets. So if you're squatting, you do your 3 main sets, including the top set where you go to failure, and then after that you drop the percentage down and you do 5 sets of 10 to cram in loads of volume for that main movement. This is very high volume and really great for hypertrophy and practicing these main movement patterns. My favorite variation of boring but big is called beefcake, which is the same as boring but big, but you have a bunch of accessory movements on top of the main lift in very high volume. So you're doing hundreds of dips, chin-ups, rows, ab work, single leg work, and face pulls. Another great program is called Building the Monolith. This is a 3-day program and uses 5 sets of 5 for squat and bench and 3 sets of 5 for deadlift. So this is doing straight sets instead of top sets where you're doing as many reps as possible. In week 1, the percentages are at 90%. In week 2, they're at 85%. And in week 3, they're at 95%. So there's kind of like a mini deload in the middle where the intensity has dropped a little bit. This is a lot of volume quite close to your 1 rep max. So you're doing like 5 sets of 5 with 90% in week 1. This is much higher than the volume on the core 5-3-1 program where you're only doing like 1 top set of as many reps as possible. And on top of this main high volume work in Building the Monolith, you're also doing really high volume accessory work, like even more than in the Beefcake program. I'm definitely going to make a video on Building the Monolith in the future because this is one of the best programs out there. These are the 2 I've run before, so Boring But Big, Beefcake, and Building the Monolith, but there are like hundreds of other programs in Jim's books, and I'm excited to try them out and talk about them in future videos. And you can have a read through his books, look at his articles, check out which ones appeal to you, and try them all out, see what works best for you. And I give full credit to Mythical Strength on Reddit for putting me onto these 5-3-1 programs. I was looking for advice on bulking up because that was something I used to really struggle with, was gaining weight. And I found his account on Reddit and he has so much amazing advice. He breaks down all the programs that he has used, the most effective hypertrophy programs he's used, and he gives lots of advice to people looking to bulk like myself. So I'll link some of his posts in the description and hopefully they are helpful to you. But I'm really grateful to Mythical Strength on Reddit. Hopefully this cleared up any misunderstandings you had about the 5-3-1 programs. I think these are great for like early intermediates because you just test your 1 rep maxes, throw them into a spreadsheet, and it'll all be calculated for you based on percentages of that 1 rep max. All you have to do is show up to the gym, train hard, hit the numbers you're required to hit, eat a load of food, sleep a load, do your extra conditioning work on the off days, and you're going to see really good progress because these are very effective programs for strength and hypertrophy. If you're interested, I made a video on Boring But Big a couple months ago, so I'll link that in the description at the end of this video. I'm going to soon be making a video on Building the Monolith and any other programs that I try out. Let me know in the comments if you've run any 5-3-1 programs, what your favorite ones were and why. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. If you've seen my video on Toji's physique and you're interested in the complete guide to achieving Toji Fushigero's physique, including a physique analysis and weightlifting or calisthenics training programs tailored to suit your needs and efficiently maximize muscle growth, check out the link at the top of the description.